Here is a little bit of information about the retrogrades that are going to be happening within the next few months of 2025. Mars is currently retrograde in the sign of Cancer. The planet Mars, it's masculine, and it's the planet of war and aggression, and it symbolizes how we show up in the world, how we show up at our jobs, out and about, things like that. And Cancer is a water sign that is deeply sensitive and highly intuitive. So as you can see, it's being very sensitive to like aggression and anger and like that war mentality, that more masculine mentality. So it's essentially asking us to find sustainability or sustainable and healthy ways of expressing anger and aggression. I personally use methods such as like meditation, breathing techniques, breath work, and also try channeling it into some kind of like physical activity, such as like walking, running, exercising, things like that, a sport, and even I've even talked about it with my daughter and stuff, even maybe look into something like a rage room, because I've said before that anger is valid and it is part of the healing process, and I don't think people talk about that enough. So, and I mean, maybe dancing, that's one of my favorites. So next, we have Jupiter in Taurus. Sorry, by the way, Mars, the ruling sign for Mars is Scorpio. Okay, so now we are to Jupiter retrograde in Taurus. Jupiter is the planet of luck, abundance, and expansion, and growth and knowledge, philosophy, things like that. And Taurus is an earth sign that is grounded and prefers material comforts and beauty and things like that. What do we find beauty in? And like the abundance that surrounds that. And this aspect is asking us to evaluate our viewpoints on creating wealth and abundance. Ask yourself, like, is it for the common good? Does it inspire you? Do these things inspire you? Do they bring you joy? And if not, and if so, what passions do you have in your life? What things are you passionate about? It's asking you to ask yourself those questions. I've personally gotten a piece of paper and I've been writing down things that bring me happiness, things that I would like to see, like the big vision that I have, like the big dream that I have, and then like in between sustainable checkpoints on getting myself to like something that I'm going to do in the meantime. You see what I'm saying? Little bites, little snippets of obtainable goals that I can do within the next few years while I'm still working on this big goal over here. And Jupiter is also the ruling planet of Sagittarius, which by the way, I just got a Sagittarius bow and arrow and a sun for me and my son, because we're both Sagittariuses. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. Shout out to my artist. You know you are. Thanks, girl. All right, the next aspect is going to be Venus and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. And y'all know Aquarius is another one of my favorite signs. I'm personally a Sagittarius sun, but my North Node is in Aquarius, and so I love Aquarius energy. My Venus is in Aquarius, so that makes sense. But this aspect is Saturn and Venus in the sign of Aquarius going retrograde. Venus is feminine, and it is the planet of love and beauty. And then Saturn is the planet of karma. What goes around comes around. And what do you think of whenever you think of Saturn? Just saying. But Aquarius is the water-bearing air sign. I know it sounds weird. It's the water-bearing air sign that moves in a way that is forward-thinking and progression and humanitarian and thinks outside the box and goes against the grain and likes likes to be the outcast, likes to be different, wants to do things differently than how everybody else is doing them. And is totally cool with that. That's what they love most about themselves. But this aspect is asking us how we connect to our karma is by being of service to others and not service to just ourselves. But don't forget your own personal independence, your own personal freedom. It's balancing those aspects of looking out for yourself as well as looking out for those chosen few that really want to nourish you and see your growth and see your expansion. But it's asking us to identify which relationships might be holding us back and which ones are benefiting our progression forward. We're to ask to be maintaining harmonious social ties and surround ourselves with people that we look up to. Because it's very, very important, especially for the ego, for us to have mentors and people that we look up to and people that inspire us to be those versions of ourselves that we are trying to incarnate, that we are trying to embody. Because it's ultimately all about embodiment. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, share. If you have any questions, I'm open for DMs on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and YouTube as well. That's all in my bio and stuff like that. Because I'm getting a message. So regardless of what happens here on TikTok, I'm still open for those that are looking to get a hold of me. And I wish you all a wonderful day. And love you guys. Bye.